Then this one's brown. Hello. Hello, little guy. Or girl. This is baby number 3. I'm trying to see this, determine the sexes. That one looks like a baby boy. But it is hard to tell. Welcome. You're all clean. Welcome to the world. Happy birthday. Hey, it's Scotty. I want to talk about Nate. If you've been watching this channel long enough, then you know when I'm here, it's because I lost one of my piggies. And I lost Nate. And I want to talk about what happened. Now, Nate was about 5.5, and he had been showing some signs of illness over the last couple weeks, and really over the last year, he broke his tooth, which grew back, and it grew back a spur, and I was cleaning that, and constantly cleaning that, flushing it out, using a water pick to clean it out, and he developed a lump, which the vet was not too concerned about. It wasn't growing, and I took him to the vet in November, and about the lump. She was not too concerned. We did antibiotics. It didn't seem to have any effect. And then about a month or so ago, he didn't seem to be doing well. He was losing weight, and he just seemed to be more lethargic, and he seemed to be in pain. I brought him back to the vet. On x-ray, there was no stones. A lot of times rapid weight loss looks like stones. There were no stones, but the vet did notice a lot of gas. So we started doing the gas treatment. And then about a week or two ago, I noticed 2 lumps. They were like swollen lymph nodes. And so I set an appointment for the vet, and in a matter of days, these lumps were growing, and then I noticed lumps, which I hadn't noticed before, under his armpits also, lymph. The vet was pretty sure that it was lymphoma. We took a sample, which I still haven't gotten back yet, yesterday morning, and we started him on a lymphoma treatment, even though we still had not got the results. We didn't want to waste any time. Yesterday he was doing well. The most recent video with him was the talking guinea pigs with the push buttons, and his eyes were bright. He had an extremely voracious appetite. The mornings he would seem to be kind of groggy and kind of not himself, and then he would perk up for most of the day. But And that's how he was yesterday morning, is he was really good. He ate a lot of critical care. And then last night he was laying down and he was not looking good. So I laid with him as he declined. And late last night or early this morning, laying with me on my chest, wrapped in a fleece and a heating, one of those hot hands to keep him warm. He took his last breath. I wanted to show some clips of first Nate's mama, Lila. Saskia asked me if I would foster her while she was in the final stages of her pregnancy. And, having newborn babies, especially when it's not your fault, is a real joy. So I was happy to do that. I caught some video footage of the babies kicking just days before they were born. So I just want to show some of that footage, and then footage of the newborn babies. I just saw the baby kick. I swear I did. Oh, did you see that? Oh my gosh, on the right side. It's happened. It's happened. Mama has had her babies. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's Mama. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness, they're so tiny. They're so tiny. They're so tiny. Come here, babies. Come here, babies. Aww. This is Lila. And this is the baby. Stop running away, baby. So this is their last moments really together. But little baby boy is going to go with Snoop, and Mama's going to keep her 3 babies for now, and they're going to all go to the rescue together. You get your last drink of milk, huh? Oh, that's kind of killing me. That's your mama. This is so freaking cute. Lila. Baby boy, this is your mama. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Oh. It's amazing to see him as a newborn baby. When the babies were born, I think there was 3 girls and Nate, and having had Nate since the day he was born, and knowing his personality and all about him after all these years, it's just so fun to see him as a newborn little baby. And it's still Nate. And I don't really get the chance to have many babies, have many piggies that start as babies, just because of my fosters are usually foster fails, and they usually come from some horrible situation. It's been so long since I've really had a newborn baby, and because of that, he's very special to me. And I know he's special to a lot of you who have also been following this channel and known him since he was born. And I'm grateful for all of your support and all the love that so many of you have reached out asking how he's been. And when I finally sort of realized that it was probably lymphoma, it's not really something that is usually curable. It's more that they can just ease it, reduce the spread of the lumps, and make them more comfortable. Sometimes people, they don't want to have pets because they can't handle the loss, especially guinea pigs, because they don't live as long as some other animals that you might have. These piggies, especially here where I am, there are so many that come from pet shops or backyard breeders. People they don't have the right information to give them a good life. And so many of these animals go through such difficult circumstances before they end up at a rescue or at a shelter. And it is hard to lose them. It is hard to lose any pet. And I understand that some people, they can't handle it. It hurts too much. And it does hurt. And I promised Nate that I was going to take care of him for the rest of his life. For his whole life. And that means at some point saying goodbye to him, unless, God forbid, there's an accident, something happens to me. But in the natural course of life, aside from any kind of accident, these guys just have such a shorter lifespan, and that's the way it is. But I wouldn't trade the joy and the love and all the fun times because of the sadness. And all of that joy and love is really just a byproduct, a side effect, a bonus when it comes to just doing what I have to do, what needs to be done. There are so many of these guys that need homes. And I don't look at them as my pets. I don't like, I've got to have. I love having piggies at the house. I love having piggies in my life. I love getting to know these funny little creatures with huge personalities. But I've just found myself in this situation where I know how to take care of them. I have the means to take care of them. And there's just so many that need help. And if I've inspired you to step up and adopt and foster, it makes me so proud and so happy. But there's still so many more. And so I'm going to keep doing it, even though it hurts. Got a house full of piggies that need me. There's so many pigs at the rescue, at every shelter that I visit. And it's not changing anytime soon. The day Nate was born, I knew that if I did everything right and I kept myself safe, that I'd have to say goodbye to him. Even before he was born, before I knew who he was, before I loved him, I knew that if I was going to keep him, that if I was going to take care of him, if I was going to assume that responsibility, I would have to say goodbye. And the sadness comes from missing him. But I'm also happy that I fulfilled my obligation, my commitment to him. I'm grateful for the 5.5 years that I had with him. Of course, I'm playing the game. What if, when that first lump appeared, what if we would have had a better diagnosis? What if I would have gotten a second opinion? What if? I don't know. The sun set a little bit ago, and I've got to lay Nate to rest. And I don't like these videos being long and sad. And you can watch my latest videos playlist, and you can see him. And I hope I gave him a happy life. I hope he felt safe and secure and loved. And I hope somewhere he forgave me for taking him away from his mama at 22 days old. I had to do it. And he was a crybaby from that moment. Today I was cleaning cages, and everyone was drinking from the water bottles. And I was hearing the thunk, thunk, thunk. But it wasn't Nate. It was the other boys. But I know every time for the rest of my life, when I hear a piggy thunking on a water bottle, I will think of Nate. And I hope that soon the sadness and the heartache from missing him will just be replaced with happy, fond memories and the pride of knowing that I gave him the best life. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. For everyone who's watches the videos, the channel members and the patrons, you guys empower me to be able to do this, to share what I've learned volunteering. It means everything to me.